In this Chicago servers tutorial, we'll be covering how to add your ARK servers to a cluster that are hosted with Chicago servers. First, log into the control panel located at cp.chicagoservers.co. Once there, open up your ARK servers. Under this account, we have ARK Server 1 and ARK Server 2. The first step is to ensure that both servers are on the same physical node. This is a requirement to cluster ARK servers as they must intermingle their files. The easiest way to do this is to see if the connection info IP addresses are the same. Please note that the port number will always be different. So the 172.93.179.170 is the IP, and the 7857 after the colon is the port. The 7857 will be different from the second server, but we should see that the first server and second server both have the same IP address. Let's navigate to server number 2, and we can see that it does have a different port number, but the IP addresses are the same. That means that it's on the same node. If it's not, you will have to contact our support team via support ticket or live chat in the lower right hand corner of the page here, so we can move your server from one node to the next. Please note that ARK servers can be clustered regardless of when you purchase them, as long as they are on the same node. Our team will ensure that both servers are on the same node, and then the clustering process can proceed. If the IP addresses are already the same, you don't have to do anything and you can move right into the clustering process. To give a little backstory on how this process works, the ARK servers do share the same files, but the way that Chicago servers does this is that all you need to do is create a custom command line. You don't need to move any files, you don't need to share directories, and you don't need to run the same multiple processes out of the same directory like with some hosts. We keep things very clean and organized. As a matter of fact, all you have to do is create a custom command line and the clustering parameters will automatically add themselves without you having to do anything. First, go to the command line manager for the first server. This process will be the same for both, we just need to repeat it. Once there, click the Custom Command Lines tab. Click New. This opens the Custom Command Line Builder. First, give your command line a description. It can be anything. Typically, we recommend using something that's good for reference, such as a map name. So let's make this first server a Fjordur server. So we type that into the description, and then moving on down, the command line builder is categorized into two areas. The right parameters are everything that you can add to the command line, and the left tick boxes are what dictates which ones are actually added to the command line. So right now, even though we have some stuff typed in and some drop-down boxes are selected with variables, they won't be added unless we click the boxes on the left to actually add each one. So let's keep things simple and let's just do a custom map command line. So this will be Fjordur. We don't need to check anything else, but we do need to make sure that the left box for map is selected. Click Save. You'll see the custom command line is added, but it's not yet active or selected. You will see that the cluster directory settings and cluster ID are already added to the command line. Click Select to make it active. That's it. The first server is now ready to go. Please note that selecting any predefined command lines are vanilla and will not be clustered servers. You must create a custom command line to do it. Again, no cluster settings need to be added to the command line, just a custom command line needs to be built. Secondly, let's go to the next server that's under our account. We're going to repeat the process, so it will be pretty much identical. We'll go through, go to custom command lines, click new, and we'll do the island for this one. And again, the description is not anything more than a reference point. The map name does need to be the island. Capitalization matters, and certain maps like Aberration have a _p at the end. That's just for an example, we don't add it to the island. Really fast, I do want to mention that on the Chicago server's knowledge base, which we'll link a video to and link in the description box of this video, we do have an article on just how to change your ARK server map that does include the actual name. So for Valguero, Aberration, and Scorched Earth, you need to add _P at the end of the maps. This for Genesis Part 2, it's just Gen 2. For Genesis Part 1, it's Genesis fully spelled out. Again, check this link in the description box of this video or the knowledge base article for the full name, or just pause the video and take a look at these map names. Back to the command line builder, we'll make it just the islands, capital T, capital I, check the tick box on the left to add it, and we will click save. Again, select it to make sure that the command line actually gets activated. Then we'll go to the home page of each server, click start, and that is it. Both servers will now be clustered. You should see them. Passwords can still be set if you certainly would like to do that under the configuration files. If you have any questions during this process or would like our team to help set it up, please contact us via support ticket or live chat using the blue icon in the lower right hand corner of the page right here. Again, making sure that the servers are on the same node is imperative, otherwise the clustering process will not work, and that is something that has to be triggered as a move on the back end by our team. However, we are very responsive and will get your servers up and running and clustered in no time. Thanks for choosing Chicago servers.